All right, Holeheads, welcome to the first live edition of the Taco from the World Championships, the American Cornhole Organization World Championships 12. We are in Owensboro, Kentucky, here at the lovely Convention Center. I'm sitting next to the lovely Senior Vice President in charge of ACO interns. This would be Garrett, which much like Sting or Madonna, he only likes to go by one name so that he's not mobbed when he goes out in public. But Garrett, welcome to the ACO, welcome to the Worlds, and I guess you should now welcome me to the world of social media and what it is that you're doing here. Well, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing here, because so much of what's happening with the growth of the sport of cornhole and the growth of I guess what you would call alternate sports, for lack of a better term, new sports, kind of unconventional sports, has been through this groundswell of social media. And is that what attracted this to you as a marketing major at the University of Cincinnati? Was that what drove you to the ACO?
Yeah, absolutely. So I began talking with Frank about, possibilities of working with him over the summer and stuff. And, this is something that I want to get into, really, for a career and for, longevity with what I'm doing. And I thought this was a great opportunity. This is a place, where we have the opportunity to really get in with social media stuff. And there's a lot of places where we can use it and utilize what we got. And
it's interesting you say that, because we're streaming all week live some of the great matches. You're able to see them board to board, and the competition and the level of competition that we have here, the best players in the entire cornhole universe. But you talk about the ability to reach out via Facebook, and we see the number of likes and the streaming numbers going up and up and up. But Instagram and Twitter and all of these other different ways of getting the word out from a groundswell versus, oh gosh, I hope the local TV station shows up, which they have.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is kind of cool, especially for what it is you're looking to do.
Yeah, it's really great, because it's something that we can do on our own. It's not we have to put a request in, or like you said, hope the local media shows up, which like you said, they did. Owensboro Media showed up, but this is something that we can do, that we can sit down, talk about, and get out, instead of sit down, talk about, and then hope it happens.
Right. Well, and if you were to show up here on site, we have traditional print. We've got the whole magazine also, which doubles as the program. They flip flop around, and so you have something. There's still people that like to have that something in their hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, we have that. I mean, those would be the older players.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and I like that too, because I am one of the older. Well, I'm not a player. I'm just one of the older people here. But we talked about that from a demographic standpoint. Social media obviously resonating with those who are watching us online, because they get it. It's, we're seeing some people watching the feed in the building because they want to see what it looks like from the perspective of outside the building. But when you spread all those demographics, that's got to be interesting to you from a marketing standpoint as a marketing major, because of the different demos, ages, and everything here as part of the ACO.
Yeah, totally. It's been really cool, because Snapchat is definitely something we're trying to push, which obviously is the younger demographic. We launched that pretty recently, within the last couple of weeks, the ACO Cornhole account. It's at ACO Cornhole, all undercase. But we've been pushing that a lot. We've got a Snapchat filter that'll go live on Friday and run through Saturday night for the Worlds. So we're excited about that, just for the younger demographic of people. And then we've got the older demographic that's been on Facebook, that's been exploding with the live stream and everything. So that's been really fun.
It's so funny too, because so much of the vernacular of what it is you're doing meant something completely different when I was your age. And so, like filters, first off, I have none. Hashtags meant something completely different when I was in college, and Instagram, I think, was the nickname for the cocaine dealer on our campus as well. So it's so funny to watch all of this stuff convey and convert into brand new people, brand new fans, but yet everybody can kind of come together like the ACO, like playing, but also via the social media. So when you told your professors at UC, what I think I want to do? I want to do social media for the American Cornhole Organization. They said to you, a brilliant idea, lad. Well done. Play on, didn't they?
No, a lot of them thought it was a joke. A lot of reactions were, what is that? I'll have to Google that when I get home. Or a lot of people were like, okay, haha, so what are you actually doing? You know what I mean? the reactions have been very interesting, but it's been something that's kind of fun to explain, and it's a good talking piece.
Well, and you think about it, you get to go out on the road and do this, and you get to meet all different kinds of people. You've been to different events. We've done fundraising events, and now this with the World Championships here in Owensboro. But getting to meet so many different people, seeing what different people's hot buttons are one-on-one, you still can't beat that. I mean, social media is cool because it's more immediate than traditional media, but you still can't beat that one-on-one with regard to how what it is you're doing is affecting somebody like that. So, and then I guess the next logical question from a marketing and a UC and a college standpoint would be, once they found out that you were senior vice president in charge of intern mobilization strategies and output.
Just keep adding words.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Get your business cards would be like this long.
Yeah.
Does that help you like land the chicks? Do the chicks just dig it?
Unfortunately, being an intern doesn't really do much for anybody.
All that other
but
stuff on the front.
We'll keep adding words, man. And we'll see what happens.
See, that's where I come in. I can polish a turd like nobody's business, and I can make anything sound way more important than it is. However, titles being my specialty, so I'll get you one.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll get you one figured out, man. You're just gonna be raking it in.
Great.
So I guess my final question is, as you look around the room. You may have to look no further than the person just to your left. Do you have hair envy?
Yeah, a little bit. I got a haircut pretty recently. I let my friends do it for free, so it looks a little rough, and I do have to say I wish I had the luscious locks.
If this wasn't sewn into my hat, well, I guess since it is, I could let you borrow it if you need it a little bit later on. That's great stuff. All right, man. Well, this is Garrett Dexter. He is the Senior Vice President in charge of intern mobilization and distribution strategies for social media and beyond for the American Cornhole Organization.
Sounds
I am
great.
simply Finn. I'm the voice of the ACO. I'm the idiot that gets to put all this fun stuff together. And thank you guys for watching. We are live at the Owensboro Convention Center for the World Championships 12 with the American Cornhole Organization. I'm Finn. I am the ACO mouthpiece. He's Garrett, and as Frank Gears, the cornhole dude, would always love to remind you, keep on pitching.